Hello everyone, my name is Dominique and I'll be going over my behavior change plans. So the behavior that I chose to change, I will eat less than 25 grams of added sugar per day for a week. And this is going based off of the American Heart Association's recommendation to eat less than 25 grams of added sugars per day. For the health belief model, for perceived susceptibility, I said that getting a blood sugar test done to determine my current blood sugar levels would help to increase my perceived susceptibility, because if I have higher than normal blood sugar levels, then it shows that I need to eat less added sugars. For perceived severity, I said that I would research how much treatments are for type 2 diabetes, and doing this will help to increase my perceived severity because it would show me how having diabetes can affect me financially, and it'll encourage me to eat less sugar. For perceived benefits, I said I would talk to a family member who has diabetes, and this will help increase my perceived benefits because it will show me what's in store for me if I continue to eat too many added sugars. For perceived barriers, I said that I would create a spreadsheet to track my food and drink spending, and doing this will help increase my perceived barriers by showing me how much added sugars I'm eating and how much it costs to purchase those foods, and it shows how much I could save if I didn't buy those food and drinks. For self-efficacy, I said I would track my added sugar intake with MyFitnessPal, and doing this will help increase my self-efficacy because it'll give me a breakdown of how much sugar I'm eating, and it'll allow me to make decisions to eat less added sugars and see how many are in the food or drinks that I'm thinking of consuming. And for cues to action, I said that I would remove food and drink that are high in added sugars from my home, and doing this will help to trigger my behavior change by getting rid of the option to eat foods that are high in added sugars. For theory of reason, action, and planned behavior, for the first one, for behavioral intention, I said I would talk to a close friend or family member about my intentions and my behavior change intentions, and doing this will help to increase the likelihood of eating less added sugar because someone else will be aware of my goals and can help hold me accountable for them. For behavioral beliefs, I said that I would get a blood test done to check my blood sugar levels, and doing this will help to affirm my belief that I need to eat less added sugars because it'll allow me to see if I have pre-diabetic or diabetic levels of blood sugar. And for evaluations of behavioral outcomes, I said that I would compare my initial blood test to one I will get after a week of eating less added sugars. And this will help because I will have a side-by-side comparison of my direct actions of eating less sugar. So I can see what my blood sugar levels were like before and see how they've improved since eating less sugar after. For normative beliefs, I said that I would ask my mother how she felt about my current sugar intake. My mom has diabetes, and it also runs in the family. So talking to her about her personal experiences could help to encourage my behavior change because I can see what she's going through. And for motivation to comply, I said I would rely on my partner to point out the added sugar amount in a food item if I'm about to eat it. And this will keep me motivated to eat less sugar because I'll have someone else there to voice if I'm about to make a poor health decision. It'll discourage me from doing it. For control beliefs, I said that I would cook more of my own meals and I would avoid eating at places that do not have the nutritional information for their food available. And I said that this would help because avoiding eating at places that do not have the nutritional information available will keep me from possibly consuming more added sugars than I would want to because I don't know if it's in there. And then cooking more of my own meals means that I can make meals that don't have more sugar in it. And for perceived power, I said I would plan out my meals for the week for similar reasons. One, it would help to alleviate the stress of trying to figure out what I'm going to eat in the week. And also I can control how much sugar goes into the meals that I'm making. And the last one is trans-theoretical stages of change. For stage of change, I determined that I am in the preparation stage of change, and I've determined this because I am making a plan to eat less than 25 grams of added sugars per day. For decisional balance, I said I would create a pros and cons list of eating less added sugars, and this will allow me to compare just how much my life will either improve or worsen based on if I change my behavior. For self-efficacy, I said I would leave my wallet locked in my car at work to avoid purchasing foods with added sugars while working. I have access to a lot of sugary drinks and candies at work, and I do tend to purchase a lot of them. So leaving my wallet locked in my car will help me to avoid purchasing those foods and those candies and those drinks. And it also means that I would be spending less and that I can make better snack decisions if I just bring food with me. For self-liberation, I said that I would post about my diet journey on social media, and doing this will help others be aware of my own personal goal, and others will be aware if I deviate from it, and that will help to hold me accountable. I'll be more likely to go through with it and also post showing progress because I know that there are other people who are aware of it. For counter conditioning, I said that I would substitute foods and desserts that are high in added sugars with fruit, and this will help by still satiating my desire for sweets, but with a healthier alternative. And lastly, for stimulus control, I said I would avoid purchasing foods with added sugars, and this will help because I would not have those foods in my home to even consider eating.